The MAC was a very stable conference for a while, but they just lost NIU, who's going to go to the Mountain West in 2026. UMass joins the fray this season, so what's next for the MAC conference in realignment? I think the next step is that Toledo gets poached by the Mountain West. It just makes a lot of sense that they'd pair NIU with another MAC member in that conference, and I think it becomes a lot more possible with NIU having already agreed to leave. The MAC definitely has an expansion wish list, with North Dakota State and South Dakota State, I think, being at the top of that because it makes more geographical sense for them to go to the MAC than the Mountain West. And so I think they really have a case here, and I think they'd be able to meet a lot of the demands these two schools would likely have. North Dakota is another team that could be possible if they land those guys. And then, of course, there's Marshall, who has a long, complicated history with this conference, but is still a program that has expressed some interest in a move like this in the past. However, those candidates might not be as realistic. So here's some of the more realistic candidates, which involves a bunch of CUSA schools. Western Kentucky has already had some talks with the MAC conference and shown interest. Middle Tennessee could be a logical addition to come with them. You've got Missouri State and Delaware as the two newest additions to the CUSA. They may be looking to continually elevate, and I think the MAC would offer a nice home for them. You've also got Eastern Kentucky, Rhode Island, Austin Peay, and Illinois State as other teams that have interest in moving up to the FBS level, and the MAC makes a ton of sense for a lot of those schools. With all that being said, by 2026, I think the MAC would just look to get back to a clean 12. I think they'd steal Western Kentucky from the CUSA with their eyes on some more Conference USA teams in the future if needed. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think the MAC will look like in the 2026 season?